Hello, this is Master Mark Sirianis. Welcome to Taekwondo Life Magazine Live. I am coming to you from beautiful Rome, Georgia, where I'm here for the Rome Classic. Today's episode, we are going to give you some interviews from the 10th anniversary, believe it or not, the 10th anniversary of John Wick. Okay, we are part of the press corps, and there's a 10th anniversary screening in New York, and we got some great interviews, and I'll introduce which the order of those interviews are. But first, a word from our sponsor. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for your online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA. Head over to BetOnline today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. Okay, so part of the press corps 10th anniversary screening in Culver City, California, AMC. We have an interview with you're going to have John Wick, Keanu Reeves first. If you want to check out a really interesting post, we had an article that I had written called "Is Keanu Reeves the greatest martial arts movie star of all time?" A lot of criteria and basis for that, but I don't want to go over that now. Second, Chad Stahelski, the unbelievable creator of 8711 Productions. He talks there from that. We have Ian McShane. Of course, everyone knows Ian McShane's character from The Continental, one of the great John Wick characters, and Erica Lee, who's one of the producers. So I look forward to seeing you on the mats. This episode is presented to you by BetOnline, and enjoy this special 10th anniversary. You can check out your area for special screenings. There were special screenings in California in November. There should be some more, and there probably are going to be some television programs behind the scenes. Check out our YouTube channel. We got some of these interviews, but we also have some behind the scenes and some movie trailers for John Wick 10th anniversary. Member of the Believe Network. Thank you.
It's really cool. It's really great that the film is having the opportunity to be seen on the big screen where it was made for. Being 10 years, time flies when you're having fun, and the whole John Wick, the first John Wick changed my life, and the whole series, it's been just such an amazing experience to be a part of these films. Yeah, I mean, early days, talking with Chad and Dave, the directors of John Wick, just really excited to be able to create what we had in our heads, like the vision for the film, and we love the script and the character and the world so much, and just everyone's enthusiasm to get a chance to create and work together. Yeah, it's such a lovely performance, and working with Anna, it was I've worked with her before, and so we had a really great working shorthand and trust, and she's lovely in the film, and the way that she does John Wick action is inspiring. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, a lot of attention and care went into kind of its curation to be organically part of the world, and I thought they achieved that very successfully.
A surprise, really lucky. I mean, it's been a really good 10 years for us. It's every director's career, a dream career to work with somebody as good as Keanu and the cast and crew that we have, and to have a product that people actually like and want more of. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Keanu always wanted to make a movie that, and with Dave at the time, our co-director, who couldn't be here tonight, but we just want to make a movie that we wanted to see in theaters. Just a fun action movie that had a little bit of surrealism to it, something that that people would get behind, and something that you could experience with a crowd. When you do see the movie, it was just another avenue to introduce an audience to the Rusco-Roma, to the high table, to the mechanisms of the kind of world that we've tried to create through John Wick. And I think it fills in little pieces that people might have questioned during the first 2 or 3 John Wicks, but it's also given a different perspective on some of the thematics that we use throughout the films. It's always interesting when you write down themes and ideas and then you see the person for the first time come on a set in the wardrobe. And really it was, when they started shooting over in Europe, when you saw her come out and actually go through one of the action sequences and she has to throw a somewhat surprised, what I found very comedic line, and you're like, okay, she gets the tone, this is going to be
It was a good script. It was always a good script, and I figured if it came together, the cast they had, it would work out. And I remember I was filming a year later in Atlanta, and the film was opening that Friday, and I got the driver to drop me off, and I went because I was filming in the afternoon. So I saw the first hour, and I thought, oh no, we're okay here. I mean, I can and I can't. Everybody's got an opinion about who Winston is with regard to Jonathan, John, whatever I call them. I mean, we've got Ballerina coming out next year, which takes place in between 3 and 4. Winston's in a gift for an actor like in a franchise that got better and better because of Chad, mainly. I mean, I think it's wonderful that he's done all 4 of them, so he knows the story, knows the world. And Keanu's a great guy, and, we usually get great people in the movies, and it's been a pleasure to do. I won't say more of the same, because it can't be the same, but it'll be, we hope, as exciting and thrilling and another addition to the John Wick world, Anna was lovely to work with.
It's so cool. It's such a testament to the movie and how far we've come 10 years later, that the fact that people and audiences still are so excited about this film and about seeing Keanu and the world that we've created is just it's so amazing, and I don't take it for granted. John Wick 1 kind of was under the radar. A lot of people found it in its afterlife in DVD and on demand. So I think a lot of people probably didn't see it in the theaters, which is really exciting. And then look, we strive really hard to make the movies a cinematic experience. We go bigger and bolder with each film and exotic locations and really push the envelope with the action. So I think we always hope and dream of everyone watching them in the theaters, especially we spend so much time even with the sound and all the technical specifics of the craft. So it's so great for people to see it on the big screen. It's been a decade. I've learned everything pretty much about my job over 10 years. Chad has taught me that to always push yourself harder. He pushes me really hard. He never wants to hear no. And so we strive for greatness. And I think that you never take the no. You push through it. You push harder. Anna has been such an amazing addition to the John Wick universe. I think, what's interesting is the character of Eve is that she's really trying to get in and try to figure out what happened in her past and is sort of searching, and that's what drives her. Whereas John Wick is a different kind of character. He is trying to get out, right? He's always he's sort of running from it. So there are very different ways into the world. What's cool about Ballerina is that we have a really interesting setting. I think Anna has done an amazing job training, and I think it's really cool as a woman to see kind of the assassin point of view from a female perspective, and how she fights and how she acts and how she relates to others is very different than how John Wick does it. So I'm most excited about that.
Do you believe?